Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life.
Welcome to Daily Influence. I'm Gregg-Brooke Koleno. Thank you for making us a part of your routine. In this podcast, we explore the stories of amazing individuals who spread positivity and make a difference. Join us as we uncover the inspiration, challenges, and impact of their journeys. Today, we have Amanda Decker of Bruning and Associates. Amanda, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Greg. I really appreciate it.
Amanda, can you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Amanda Decker. I am an associate attorney here at Bruning and Associates. We are a general civil practice law firm with offices in Crystal Lake, Schaumburg, which is where my office is, and the office I head up, as well as in the downtown Chicago area. We do everything from immigration to family law to estate planning, real estate, complex litigation. Really, if you have an issue and it's not a criminal law issue, we can probably help you out with it. Personally, I am married to a wonderful man named Alex, who he actually just had his 40th birthday yesterday, so we love that. And we live in Franklin Park with our wonderful corgi, who is 4 years old. His name is Maru, and he is the love of my life right now. But we are looking to grow our family with more corgis and, just kind of take over our backyard with dogs.
How fun. I love it. And happy belated birthday to Alex.
Yes. He's very happy. He had a good time yesterday. So
very cool. That's great. Amanda, how do you believe acts of kindness, mentorship, or leadership can contribute to creating a more positive and supportive community or workplace environment?
So I think I am really a good example of what positive mentorship can do. My experience going from high school into college and grad school with law school was kind of two very stark differences, right? I did not have the support in high school that I needed in order to really succeed, excel, and just get good grades, get out there, make connections. And I ended up graduating high school with a 2.3 GPA, and almost didn't do it at all. So, but then when I got to college, I had the benefit of going to a really small school. We had 72 students at Schaumburg College, and all of my classes were 8 to 12 students, and our professors, who we called facilitators, really focused on trying to have a good one-on-one relationship with all the students. So I had a lot of professors who sat down with me after hours and took extra time to make sure that not only was I personally okay, dealing with the adjustment of not living at home anymore, having to pay for my own bills, but also just making sure that I had the skills that were necessary to do well in their classes. And if that meant literally giving me extra writing exercises, sitting me down, asking me what I thought was needed in order for me to succeed, they did that. And not only was the act of taking the time to get me through that so pivotal, but also making me think about what I needed to succeed and really help me advocate for myself. That was so important. And in my first semester of college, I flipped my GPA to a 3.2 and, graduated on scholarship with honors. And then I got into law school and did pretty well in law school as well, with the same kind of mentorship from my professors there. And then here I've been able to really excel at this law firm because of the direct mentorship from my managing partner Kevin Bruning, as well as other senior attorneys at the firm. It is not normal for a fourth-year attorney. I've only been licensed for 4 years to be a senior associate and to be heading and managing an office. So I credit all of that not only to my own hard work, but also to the hard work of my peers here at the firm.
Wow, what a really cool story. That's so inspiring, especially for our listeners who may be going through the same kind of struggles as you. I'm so glad that you found a school to support you and meet your needs and help you excel. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really a team effort, and I do also credit my mom a lot for the help that she gave me. I like to say that she should have gotten a law degree and passed the bar herself too, with how much she was helping me study and get through school.
That's funny. Kudos to mom. Amanda, what advice would you give someone who wants to make a difference but may not know where to start?
So I think really the first step is to take a moment and look around you at the people that you have in your life, and to just think, going into those relationships with a helping spirit and asking, do you need help? What are you doing right now? Where do you feel overwhelmed with that? That can really get you started and get people noticing that you are there as a helper, right? The other thing is look for other helpers, right? Look to the people in your community who are volunteering, who are doing things day in and day out to make their community a better place. And that will help inspire you to do better, and also help kind of plug you into that network of people who know where to go, who know where the help is needed. And then the third thing I would say is just really go into every interaction with compassion and empathy, right? Realizing that no matter what the outward face that someone is giving you is, that deep down, we are all human and we all need the same basic needs. And understanding that will help you see where you are needed, even with people who might not want to accept or might not want to openly admit that they need help.
That's really good advice. Thank you for sharing all those points with us. Can you share any specific strategies or initiatives that you've implemented to promote positivity and making a lasting impact on your personal or professional circles?
So I would just go back again to volunteering. I would say that a huge portion of my professional life really turned around the moment I stopped thinking about how what I was doing could help me, and more so how what I was doing could help other people in the community. My managing partner, Kevin, really kind of put me onto this volunteerism and this idea of you need to get involved in the community, and not because you want people to see that and be like, oh, they're a good lawyer, I'll hire them. No, do it because you are there to help, and that should be your mission, right? Especially in the legal field, we are advocates, and that means that we have to be advocates all around, and not just in the basic everyday functions that we perform at work, but as well as providing a holistic approach to the community, right? So a lot of my free time is spent helping out with the National Hispanic Suicide Prevention Network as a board member, which is a lot of work. And I get so much out of it, in that I feel like I'm plugged into this community that I didn't have before, and met some of my best friends that I never would have had the opportunity to get so close to. And really and truly, as much as they would say that I've had a positive influence on them, I think that it's reciprocal, right? So that is where I think my main strategy is going into it with a heart of not wanting to get anything out of it, but finding a place where your skills are needed to just really volunteer and dedicate your time.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that story with us. I really appreciate it. And I'm so glad that you found that organization to do that for you, but you're helping that organization through so many ways. And so I feel like it's a positive influence on both sides. So
it's just been fantastic. They do good work.
yeah, yes, they do. What message or words of encouragement would you like to share with our listeners who aspire to make a positive difference in the world?
I think my message and words of encouragement is kind of this idea that I was taught when I was younger in Girl Scouts, right? You always want to come into a place and then leave it better than you found it, right? So whether that means coming into a space where you're having a meeting and making sure that it's cleaner than when you left it, or coming into a space where maybe there's an environment that you feel that needs a positive change, come into that space and make it better than you found it.
I love it. That's really good advice. Amanda, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your stories and your advice. It was very valuable information. I'm grateful that you were able to join us.
Thank you so much for having me, Greg.
It's my pleasure. It's our pleasure here. If you want to get in touch with Amanda, you could do so through her LinkedIn page or website, and we'll put them both in the show notes. Thank you for tuning into the Daily Influence. We hope you found today's episode inspiring. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe so you never miss an episode, and share it with your family, friends, and coworkers to continue to help spread the positivity. We appreciate your support and look forward to sharing more stories of positivity with you. Thank you for being part of our community. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.